Hey guys, here we got a new blaster, a new style I haven't seen yet. This is from DARKANT, but it may be sold but under a different seller name on Amazon as well. The link is in the description. This, they're just calling, it's a Glock style gel ball blaster. So different than we've seen with the Glock 17 or Glock 18, but that's what they're referring to it as, so that's what I'll refer to it as. Let's check out everything that is included here. Right, so we'll save the blaster portion for the end. They always like to include plenty of gel beads. So with this one, they give you 45,000 gel beads, but it actually looks like it's 50,000 because these packs are all the same size. So they do always give plenty of those. That is a nice bonus, right? Obviously, this is a grenade or pineapple style hopper fed gel ball blaster, so it's a gravity feed. This is going to attach to the top, of course, with the bracket, which I'll show in a minute, and they include that hopper. The bracket we're speaking of, and this one is one that does have a tightening mechanism so that you can get it on there really tight. And of course, once we put this on, I would leave it on. They give you a little red dot laser. We've seen this type with other blasters. Nice little battery, 7.4 volt. And then we have your charger, right? So your USB charger is right here. Plug it into any AC adapter that's 1 amp or greater, charge that battery up. So the first thing you should do when you get one of these is let's start with the gel beads, right? So for those of you who haven't seen my videos or aren't familiar with gel blasters, soaking your gel beads properly is really important. Use plenty of water, soak them 4 to 6 hours, drain off any excess water. Don't worry, they cannot get too big. They will not get bigger than 7 to 8 millimeters. So strain that water off and then load them into your hopper. You can store them in your hopper if you take it off of the blaster and put the lid on it, then it's airtight. So you can store them like this, or you can store them in a container. I usually make my gel balls in a container like this because I have a lot of them and because they're a good size and they have a lid. So you can do that too. They should last up to a couple weeks before you need to replace them. I still don't advise that you make a giant batch unless you're planning on using them, but anyway. So start off with just maybe a couple tablespoons or a couple teaspoons even from one of these packets. Use plenty of water, 4 to 6 hours, drain them, and then you're good to go. All right, so we got that out of the way. Let's go ahead and let's start putting it together. Your brackets here, it's going to slide on. Let's see, it slides on. You see it's lining up. Tighten that down. Once you've done this, I would just leave this bracket on. It's in the proper position. It can only slide so far one way, and you've tightened it. Leave it. You don't need to take it off and on. Your battery, you've got it all charged up. Now this is a tight battery compartment, but they did pick a small battery, so that's good. And I just trimmed my nails, so popping this open, there we go. All right, it's a JST connection. That's that 2-pin connection. Plug it in. And this one, you're kind of stuck with it. You do need to kind of tuck the harnesses in first, which all that means is that when you take them out, you do need to be careful because it's possible it could snag on something. So there's not going to be a lot of extra room, but you should be able to get it in and close that up. Then you can take the little laser and then it can go right on the rail here, and that's going to also hold that door shut. Not that you need to, but if it was popping open. So this just pushes on with pressure. Oh, and it is catching that slightly, so I need to get this shut better. All right, so we're just going to pop it on there. There we go. So you can pop that on. And you got the laser on the end there. And you're ready. So let's try it. Oh, I was pushing sideways. Push forward to back for your power button / safety here. It's working no problem. Sounds pretty fast, so this one will be fun to shoot. They mentioned that this should have a pretty good FPS, so that'll be fun to see as well. They give you a couple water-activated targets and, of course, some directions here, too. Lastly, all you do is take your hopper of gel balls, connect it to the top bracket. Like I said, I already had some ready to go. Turn the blaster over, screw that on, bam. We're ready to go play. So let's go test this out. Let's see what that FPS is like, and let's see how it shoots. So again, this is DARKANT Glock style gel ball blaster, of course, fully automatic. And as you can see, looking at it, you've got your on-off / safety down here, your trigger. You do have a little bit of a front rail. Pretty straightforward design, so it'll be fun to check it out.
Okay, guys, I got another new blaster for you. This is again from that brand called DARKANT, D-A-R-K-A-N-T. They may be selling it under a different name, but that's who the seller is. The brand name might be listed as something different on the Amazon link, but I got that link in the description. So they just call it their Glock style gel ball blaster. Obviously a little different style than we've seen with the other Glocks out there. You got a nice little laser on the rail. The battery's right below here, and we're going to go ahead and shoot it. And I'm pretty impressed with the FPS. So it shoots with a nice rate, so that's cool. It's shooting pretty fast. Let's see what the FPS is at. So I see it as high as 145. I'd say on average between 135 and 140 that go round. That's consistent with what I saw earlier. So pretty nice on the FPS too. So again, it's a DARKANT Glock style gel blaster is what we're calling it. Kind of funny how they use the End One mixtape tour as the graphic, but hey, that's all right. It's a nice color combination. Looks a lot better than some of the other goofy ones we have seen. So check them out, guys. If you got any questions or comments, let me know. And of course, please make sure you're liking videos and you're subscribed and participate in the different contests I have going on.